Hey, welcome to the stream, or on YouTube, you are here too. This is the game Roar and Write. This is a new game coming June 30th, 2020 to Kickstarter. It is a great tabletop simulator game that will be here soon, or it will be a print and play game that will be out on the thing too. It's going to be all over the place. It's going to be great. This is a roll and write game. If you're not familiar with those, it means that we're going to all be using the same dice but doing slightly different things with those dice. During this game, you're going to have a printout of this sheet. It will be the exact same one. If you look in the link of the description of this video, you will find this printout. It's a two-sided sheet, so you can definitely follow along. You can play along with this video, even though it's in the past. And if you really want to, you can actually pause it, because normally I go really fast, and I like talking really fast, and that's just how it's going to be. But today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing this game. I'm going to do a quick teach of it so that anyone new in the chat can follow along. And if you are following along at home, you can pause, rewind, do whatever you want. It's YouTube. Welcome to the internet. So every round, there are 5 ages in this game, and they're represented by these 5 rows right here. We have age 1, age 2, age 3, age 4, age 5. They are all the same. Each age, we're going to break it down. In each age, we're going to do 3 rolls. We're going to roll the dice once. We're going to do stuff with those dice. We're going to roll the dice again. We're going to do things with those dice. And we're going to roll it one more time. And we're going to do more things with those dice. And that will be the end of age 1. Sounds simple. It is. Kind of. It gets more complicated. Let's learn. So there are a couple things that you need to do. So let's say that this was the first roll of age 1. You can fill in as many numbers as you want to of these into this first row. The goal is you're trying to fulfill these animals on the right, their needs. So if you look at the tiger here, the tiger only wants 1s, 3s, and 5s. So if you look, we've got actually a decent number of 3s and 5s. So you might actually want to grab that so you can appease the tiger. So that's 4 out of the 6 things that it might want. If you get all 6 of your numbers in the council offerings through age 1 to be 1s, 3s, or 5s, you get 4 points. Any fewer than that, you get, you can see on next to the tiger here, the value of those. So if I did this, I could put 3, 5, 5, 5, and then stop there. The dice remaining, one of these dice can go into the circles in the kingdoms. Each kingdom has a slightly different rule that it involves, and could potentially be different for you. It's going to be changed depending on what you decide and your decisions. This one wants 2 pairs of 2 things. So it could be a 4, a 4, and a 5 and a 5, or it could be a 1, 1, and 6, 6. Or it could be 1, 1, 1, 1, because that's still 2 pairs of 2 things. So as long as you have 2 pairs of 2 things, you're good. And at the end of the game, you'll score 5 points for that. If you have the same number in all 3 spaces of this, what would this be? This is a pendant? Pendant? It's not a quadrant. It's a pendrant. It's a pendrant.
It's
there
a
we
kingdom.
Go. It's a kingdom. But you see where I'm going.
Yes.
It's not a quadrant, but it's 5s. Okay, so you need all 3 of these to be the same number. It doesn't matter what number it is, as long as all 3 are the same, you get 4 points. If you fill in all 7 of these circles here, they can be any value, but you score 8 points. These 2 over here are a little bit special. You have to fill them in the order of the arrows. In this one, you need to go from small to big. So you have to start low and go high. You only get this point if you complete every single one. So in this one, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you could go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. As long as each successive number is going up, you're good. But to get the 6 points, you need all 5 of them completed. Likewise, with big to small, you need to get all 6 of these completed. And it does need to be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's a big value, but it is a pretty risky play to go for this one. All right. So again, general rule of thumb. During a roll, you take any number of these that you want and you place them in here on this the council offerings. Then you choose one of the dice you didn't use and fill in one of the kingdoms. And that's it. If you want, so if I filled in 5, 5, 5, 3 into here, but I wanted both of these 4s so that I could maybe fill in a 4 and a 4, I can still do that. But I would have to fill in an X in the next spot on the council offering to do so. You always get one for free, but any additional one has to be X'd out in the council offerings if you want to add them into the kingdoms. And I'll show you how this works during the game, because I certainly like doing that. I think it's a very valuable strategy, especially on some of the harder animals to complete. Or if you get really bad rolls and you just have to do it that way. That's sometimes what happens.
I'm the same way. I love to capitalize on the kingdoms.
Exactly. The kingdoms really can benefit you, but if you can somehow utilize the council offerings perfectly, you can win the game. It's really, really good. All right. So the early appeasement column here, this counts when you complete all 6 of these boxes. So if you fill in all 6 of these dice in here during the first roll, you'll circle the 4 and you'll score 4 extra points for this age. If you fill in the last square during the second round, you'll get 2 points. And if you fill in the last one, you'll get 0 points. But if you manage to get the 6 things and they appease the animal perfectly, you're going to end up scoring a lot of points anyway, so sometimes it's worth it to wait. So let's look at what the animals do, because that's a little bit important. We've already talked about tiger. The tiger just wants 1s, 3s, and 5s. That's pretty straightforward. The frog only wants 6s. That's it. Only wants 6s. The wolf wants dice that add up to 5 or are 5. So if you, for every set of things that add up to 5, you count up the number of sets that you have, and the value of points is below it. So if you get all 5 5s all the way across, so if you get 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, you can appease the wolf, and you have 6 sets of 5, which should score you 18 points, which is a huge amount of points in this game. The lizard is a little bit interesting. It wants even pairs. It wants a set of 2 dice that are the same value, but they are even. So 2 2s, 2 4s, 2 6s. As long as they're evens, you're good. They don't have to be. You can have 2 2s, 2 2s, and 2 4s. That's still 3 sets of pairs, so you're good there. And then the red panda is a set of 4 dice that are the same value. This is really good because you could use those last 2 spots as X's and actually fill in more of the kingdom. So the panda is a good way to capitalize on that fact. Also, everyone has a personal agenda that they will be completing. This is the one on the bottom right of the screen is the one that I will be completing. I will be posting a link to a Dropbox file that is a personal agenda for you that you can play along with at home. And so every single one, in the full game, there are 50 unique personal agendas, each combining some unique number and some unique pair. And so you're going to have a completely unique game no matter what you play. So in this game, I'm trying to score, I get to score points for each one in my council offerings. So if I only get 1 1 in my entire council offerings, I'm only going to score 1 point for my personal agenda, for my unique number. If I get 9 or more 1s in this area, I'm going to score 7 additional points because of, again, the same thing. I'm also trying to score for pairs of 5s and 6s. So basically, I'll count up the number of 5s, I'll count up the number of 6s, and the lower of those 2 numbers will be the pairs that I get. And again, 5 pairs gets me 7 points, and so on and so forth. So that's what I'm trying to go for. As I play through this game, I'm going to explain my thoughts about what I'm going to be doing, and Dan will also add color commentary as things go. And if you have any questions, at Letterman Games, he'll put a little comment, and you'll see his comments in the chat box below. He will be able to jump in and answer any questions or comments that you might have. I will try to be watching chat as well. And if you comment on the video, if you're watching on YouTube, you can definitely get an answer from me or Dan. It'll all be there. All right, so let's get going. We're going to do the first roll of Age 1. All right, and I will order them so that you can see a little bit better on here. And I'm going to check to make sure it's visible on camera. So we've got a 6, 2 5s, 2 2s, and a 1. So I'm looking at this here, and I want to go for something that's a little bit more difficult. I'm looking at even pairs. Even pairs looks like a good one to do.
That's what I was looking at too.
But I'm also thinking there are 2 5s here, and I could potentially just go for sets of 5.
Yeah.
So I might actually, you know what?
Kind.
I'm gonna go for the add to 5 one because it keeps my flexibility open without while still giving me some good options here. So I'm gonna put 2 5s here. So I've used these 2 5s. I'm not going to use any other die for this particular one. So I'm going to add one of the other dice to the kingdoms here. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to add this 1 to the small to big. So I'm going to add a 1 right here so I can start that one. If I wanted to, I could put an X in this council offerings to make this 2 and put this 2 here. Or put it over here, put it anywhere. But remember, whatever dice you didn't use, you get 1 free to place into the kingdoms. If you want to add additional ones, you have to add X's. So I'm not going to do that this round. I'm going to give another 10 seconds for everyone to catch up and do their things. Sorry for moving around. I'm uncomfortable in my chair.
I was going to say I did pretty much the same as you, but instead of the 1, I went for a 6 in my big to small.
All right.
And I mean, every kingdom's a little different. Sometimes it's nice going for the big ones, but sometimes if you can spread it out and get a couple of the small ones right off the bat.
My reasoning is that this one is generally pretty doable. This one is very difficult. And unless I am committing to this fully, I am hesitant to go for it just because of how difficult it is.
One game, Steph and I went really into the kingdoms, and she filled all 5, and I filled 4 of the 5. It was
wow.
It was wild. Yeah, it was really cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we saw the other person going for it, and we just both kept upping it, and we were just going for the kingdoms. That was a lot of fun.
So another thing is that I went with these 5s also because my pair objective is going for 5s and 6s. So I'm trying to maximize on this 5 idea. All right. So that was the first. I'm going to put a little dot here to indicate that we just did the first round. And for graphic design purposes, Dan, it might be good to have like a dot things, if we can add those to show.
Which roll you're at?
Yep.
You could just cross out the 4 in your early appeasement.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. You know what? I will do that.
Thank you.
Look at that. Look at that. That's actually a really good idea.
Ooh, thank you.
Look at that. When the publisher shows up, I just learn new things. I learn new things. All right. What do we got here? We got a 6, a 4, 2 5s, a 2, and a 1.
Wow.
All right. I like those 2 5s, so I'm going to put those 2 5s down.
Hey, those 2 5s look mighty nice.
And it looks like I have a 2 here, so I'm going to add a 2 right there. Not a bad thing. So if I hadn't gotten these 2 5s, I might have decided that I might want to just do an X for safety right now, but I decided against it. So I'm trying to turn down the music a little bit here. There you go. I've got some just chill wave going here. All right. So that was round 2. I'm going to wait for a second for Twitch chat to catch up and just, if anyone has any questions, let me know. All right. Round 3. We're going to cross that off to show that I did not complete that. If I had added 2 additional ones, I could have just said, you know what, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to appease the wolf and be good. That might have been a better idea. Who knows? Let's find out.
Come on, 2 5s.
Oh, it looks like we got a little bit lucky. So we got 2 1s, a 3, 2 4s, and a 5. So obviously I'm going to do a 5 here. And I'm going to get this 3. I'm going to add the 3 right there. And I'm going to use an X to add 1 additional one. I'm going to add that 4. And I'm done with that. So I circle the 0 because that's I'm done with that. And the representative letter that I'm using is going to be the wolf, which is, if you look at the wolf card up in the upper right-hand corner, there's an I there. So I'm going to add an I like that. And I scored 5 5s. And for the wolf, that is 12 additional points.
I have a feeling a lot of the people watching right now went for 5s.
It's possible. Who knows? We'll find out. Twitch chat will regale us. Did you go for the 5s? Did you? Did you? Did you?
A lot can change in the next 4 ages, though.
Oh, it changes significantly.
Oh, yeah.
All right. This is, as we are getting into round 2 here, this is a learning game, so I want to make something very clear. There is, at the end of the game, a representative bonus that you get, and for the variety of animals that you appease during the game, you're going to score more points. If you appease all 5 animals, you get 15 extra points, which is a lot. It's a lot of points. So you might want to focus on that. If you don't, it's fine. If you only get 4 animals, you still get 10 points, and so on and so forth. But depending on how you choose to score it, it's up to you. So there you go. All right. So, first roll of age 2. 3 4s.
Just so everyone knows, too, I'm sure you mentioned, but there are lots of different council member cards.
Oh, yeah.
And they have a front and a back.
Here, check this out. Ready?
And we actually scale them on different.
Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Whoop. Oh, no, I'm not changing it there. Never mind. My bad. I'm not going to be able to do that. My bad.
What'd you do?
I'm trying to transition, but I have studio mode up right now, so that's not going to work. Whatever I change doesn't actually show up live, which is probably a good idea. And if I do things live, it's a bad idea. It's just a bad idea.
All right.
All right, so my thoughts here. The frog, probably not a great thing to go for because it's only 6s. I'm seeing 3s and 5s, which is good for tiger. Even pairs is okay, but I have a weird number here because I have 3 of a kind for the even pairs. But I have 4 of a kind here that I could go for. I have 3 4s, and I could try to go for the red panda. I kind of like that idea because I could also flex into even pairs as well. What I really like about this, and I have to give a lot of props to Carla Kopp, the designer of this, is that because you don't have to lock into which animal you're trying to appease, there's some flexibility built into it. So you don't have to go for 4 of a kind if you end up getting the things that you need for the even pairs. The lizard is slightly more difficult than the panda, but I don't know, that's just me. But we're gonna go for
it gives you a lot to think about because even with like last round when you're going to add to 5, if you get 4 5s by the second round, you could go like one person in the chat got the 1 and the 4 to add to 5 that round
right.
and wrote it out, but you could have also just gotten the 4 of a kind and like completely audibled it, gone for the 4 of a kind and just switched last minute to get out early again
right.
and go for something else, which is, I like that a lot.
I do too. So I use these 3 4s and I still get to place 1 of these dice into the kingdom. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab this 5 and complete the small to big kingdom. So that I'm just going to circle that to show that I have that. At the end of the game, I will be scoring 6 points for this kingdom no matter what. I'm guaranteed that. All right. So that was round 1 of age 2. I'm going to make that a little bit darker. There we go. Are you eating?
No, I'm writing down and my pen is super loud.
Ah, that pen is super loud. It sounds like a fork. All right, we're going to roll to the next round. All right, we got a 6, 2 5s, a 4, and 2 1s. All right, so I do like this one. Sorry, I was out of focus there. So what I'm considering right now is I could grab this 4 and just go for the... Oh my gosh, your writing is so loud, Dan.
I don't. I'm gonna get a new pen.
Okay, I'm going to go for this 4, and that would allow me to complete the 4 of a kind. And then I would be able to use both of these X's either this round or next round to fill things in. So I think I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to utilize the Panda right now. So I'm going to do this 1-4, and I'm going to just X out both of these so that I can get this 2-point bonus here. Hey, Steve Aramini, welcome to the stream.
Oh wow!
We're playing some Roar and Right, Roaring Good Time.
For anyone who doesn't know, Steven designed Animal Kingdoms, which this is loosely based off of.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I get 1 die to put into a kingdom for free. And that 1 that I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a 1 of these 1s into the same number. I'm going to try to go for all 1s here. And I'm going to grab both of these 5s and put them in the 2 fair. And to do that, I need to do an X here, and I'm going to put 2 5s up in this 2 pair. So I have 1 pair done already. And that allows me to appease the Panda right now during round 2 of this age 2. And that will score me 8 points because the Panda's worth 8 points if I get 4 of a kind, which I did. Oh, by the way, look at that, Steve Aramini. It's gross. Oh, look at that. Dan is a great person.
He is. I always said if I could hire one person to just design full time, it would be him. He's so creative and good. And
hey!
I'm kidding. Well, I actually said that before I even met you.
That's fair.
And he sends really nice prototypes too. He goes.
He does have some really slick prototypes.
And he has a great work ethic. He's a dream to work. Publishers who are looking for great people to work with. Ian, I've been working with for the first time now, and he's great too. And Steven has been phenomenal too. It's great finding great people to work with. It makes the job a lot easier.
Spoiler alert: my prototypes do not look that good. Actually, no. My Kingdoms one actually is pretty good. It does have
online though. That's how I played that with you the first time was online. Was it
That's
TPS?
True. It might have been TPS. All right, this is the last round of Age 2. We got 2 6s, 2 4s, a 3, and a 2. We might play Kingdoms of the Deep, by the way.
Tonight?
No, not tonight. On stream. It'd be great to play Kingdoms of the Deep on stream. We could get a bunch of people together and play it all together. That'd be great.
Did you tell everyone that that's the next game in the Kingdoms?
I did not,
saga?
But Dan, do you want to introduce Kingdoms of the Deep while people are making their decisions?
The next game that Galactic Raptor is hoping to publish is going to be Kingdoms of the Deep. It's another area control game, but it's bigger, more decisions, and thinkier than Animal Kingdoms, I would say. It's got really unique player powers that you can... there are different... abilities you have that you can upgrade, and everyone can upgrade differently, so you have a lot of flexibility in how your engine works, which is a lot of fun. It was going to be published before this, but with COVID we kind of decided to push the game towards the end of the year because budgets were tight for people and they wanted games that we thought would be great for playing online and really small and expensive things. So that's why we pushed this game ahead of it, solely just because we thought it made more sense with the way the world was at the time.
But according to Carla, that one should hit later on in the year, probably closer to Christmas.
Yeah, because we were planning to have it ready to go this summer, so we're still getting it ready to go. So it'll be pretty much ready to launch whenever we want.
Oh, nice.
Which is always comfortable. Yeah, it's always nice to do that.
Love it. All right, so while Dan was explaining that, I did take one of these 6s and put it in the big to small. I'm gonna splash. Ooh. All right, so that's the end of round of Age 2, rather. So I'm going to get 10 points for this because I completed this one in the second roll, so I get 2 extra points plus my 8 is 10 points here. And then 10 plus 12 is 22, so I have an ongoing total going.
Ooh.
All right, we're going to start Age 3, round 1. All right, we've got some 2s. We've got some 5s. We've got a 4 and a 6.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So immediately what I'm thinking is, I like this 5 for there. I'm still missing some 1s. This is not great. I do want to eventually appease that frog, which is going for 6s. But I could start going for some even pairs. So I might just take this round and start going for even pairs, which is for the 2 with the lizard here. So I'm gonna try to go for lizard this round. So I put 2 2s there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and drop a 5 right there for my first one. And that is round 1 of age 3. All right. We're going to do round 2 of age 3 in just a second. Here we go. Round 2. Got 2 6s, a 5, 2 4s, and a 3. I'm really bummed out that I didn't go for those 6s. Ugh, killing me. But I do like those pairs. You know what? I might actually do this. So I have even pairs here. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do 2 4s. I'm going to do 2 6s, which allows me to complete the appeasement of the lizard right now. So I am appeasing the lizard, and I know that I'm getting all 10 points because I have the 3 sets of even values. And then I can fill in one of these into this thing here, which is unfortunate because I need a 4 right here. Otherwise, I won't be able to complete it. So I'm going to have to fill in, because this has to be the same number. So I'm inclined to put a 3 here because I might want a 5 later. Because, again, my unique objective here, if you're looking here, pairs of 5s and 6s. I don't know, I have a ton of 5s already, so I actually need to focus on 6s. So using a 5 up here is not a bad idea, actually. Because I've already used a bunch of 5s down here. So, yeah, I'm actually going to just try to go for a 5 up here. Eventually that'll show up. And I've already gotten past a 5 here, so I really don't care about that one. So, it's a win-win for me. I think it's good.
I think it's great.
All right. And we're going into the last roll of age 3. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, you can pause the video whenever you need to. We're just hanging out here. We're just hanging out. Oh my gosh, these 6s!
Just relaxing.
These 6s!
I filled up mine last time too.
I
Those
know.
6s would have been great.
But it's a risk. It's a risk.
That's what
This would have been all. This would have been all 6 6s if you'd gone the 6th route.
That's a shame.
That frog would have been so appeased. So appeased.
So appeased.
But because I have all of these filled up, I can only use one of these dice. But I'm going to use this 4, and I'm going to continue my trek down the big to small land. And while everyone else is completing, I'm going to run through the end of round scoring for me. So again, I filled this in round 2. Plus my 10 is 12 points. 12 plus 22 for me is 34. So I'm sitting at 34 points after this round for my council objectives.
Thinking through some strategies here, and I'm like, do I want to throw a Hail Mary and see how this goes? I'm thinking about it.
Yep, sometimes that's what you got to do. You just gotta throw it. And if you'd gone for the 6s, the Hail Mary would have come true.
So I thought about that. I was like, oh, I'll grab the 3 6s last round and wait for one the next round. I was like, oh, that early appeasement though, that's too tasty, you know?
Yep.
I just went for it with the 4s.
Yep.
Oh.
I know. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, we are going to jump into round 4. Again, if you are running behind or you're thinking a little bit harder, feel free to put a message in chat. I will slow down if I am going too fast. If you're on YouTube, you can just pause me. That's the beauty of YouTube. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 5, 5. Ooh. Well. If you haven't done add to 5 yet, it might be the time. So I'm missing 6s, and I'm also missing odds. So I'm missing the frog, and I'm missing the tiger. But again, I don't have to do all 5 of the animals. I try to because it's a nice bump in points. But if I think I can manage more points in other ways, might be good to do. I think I'm actually going to do the tiger this time. I'm going to try to go for odds. So I'm going to put a 1 and 2 5s in here. And the reason for that is I'm going to use the last 5 to fill in my 2 pairs on the kingdoms here. So I have completed the 2-pair kingdom. And that was round 1 of age 4. I definitely need to work on my lighting. I don't have much option here, unfortunately.
Your face looks beautiful.
Thank you. It's so great.
It's very well lit.
Well, almost too much. It's like I'm a spooky ghost or something. All right. We're going to jump into round 2 of age 4. All right. Got 4s and 6 and a bunch of 2s. Wow. Did you need pairs of evens? Because we got some pairs of evens. And you know what? I'm in trouble. Because you know how I said I was going for odds? Yeah, that ain't great this round.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, wait. No, that's okay. Never mind. I take back that oh, no.
Oh, man. This is rough.
Sure is.
Because I don't have any 3s to fill in the big to small either. Oh, this is a dreadful roll for me. Well, you know what? I think I might just go for appeasement here. And go for the tiger still. Because again, the tiger, the reason why I'm thinking about this is because if I appease the tiger right now, that gets me 4 unique animals, which gets me 10 points. So basically, I'm already scoring 4 additional points just for going with tiger. So if I just straight up go for the any value right now, I could almost complete it. I'll be able to get 4 down right now. Because I get 1 for free. So I'm just going to do a 2 here. And then I'm going to do 3 additional ones because I get to put 3 X's here. And I'm just going to go 2, 2, and 4. I'm just going all the way. And so that means that I appease in round 2. So that means that tiger will give me, because I have 3 odds, so that gets me 2 points, plus the 2 here. Tiger's F. So I get 2 points. I get 2 points here. And then at the end, I'll actually get 4 points. So it actually ended up pretty well for me. Because again, tiger is not a super high scoring animal. You can see that the top one is only 4 points. Because it's fairly easy to get. So this one is a fairly safe bet, especially late game. If you can end with tiger, it's excellent. It's excellent.
For this one, I went with tiger, but I only wrote down 1 number and I did 5 X's to go.
Wow, you went.
That was my Hail Mary here. Yeah.
All right.
And I have a fallback plan I'm going for a risky one next age, so I have a fallback plan with the kingdoms if that fails.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Round 3 of age 3. Age 4, rather. Age 4, I'm sorry. All right, so we've got a lot of 4s. Okay.
This is the third roll for age 4.
This is the third roll for age 4. Okay. So I think I'm just going to go for the safe bet here and go for a 3 here. Because I do want to try to complete this one if possible. Okay. All right. All right, so that's the end of age 4. We're going to go into, I'm going to score this really quick. I get 4 points for this. 4 plus 34 is 38, which is all right. It's not great, but I'm earning points off of my diversity here. That's what I'm banking on. All right, Froggy. Show me 6s. All right, well, that's not bad. All right, so what I'm seeing here is pretty great, and wow, this is really good. So I'm gonna go for a 6. I'm going for the frog again because the diversity bonus gets me 5 extra points, going from 10 to 15 if I do the frog. And for my free one, I'm going to use a 2. I'm going to put that 2 right there. And then for my... I'm actually going to put down 2 X's. And I'm going to put both of these ones down right here, completing the same number kingdom. Okay. I'm taking a risk. I probably should have used the other one right here, but... I'm playing a game, and playing games is meant to be fun, dang it.
If you do it the same way every time, it'll get boring.
There we go. Hey, if you're not following me, this is a good time to just go ahead and click that follow button. That'd be great. I'd appreciate the extra people hanging out, letting me know that you're here and hanging out with me, because I need extroverted therapy. That's just what it is.
If
All right.
Interested, they can follow me also.
Yes,
future streams
at Letterman Games.
Thank you.
Yes. A link to that will be in the YouTube video as well.
Great, thank you very much.
Yeah, I got your back. I got your back.
Well, we're gonna have to coordinate some more plays together. That's for sure.
Obviously, yes. All right. So we're gonna go into the second roll of age 5. Oh, look at those 6s. Oh, that's so good. Ooh, that's not good though. All right, I've got 2 6s here. So, So the frog gives me 4 points if I do the appeasement right now. This is not... Yikes. I was really hoping for a 1.
Oh,
This is killing me. Because I have 1 more roll. So if I don't place anything right now, I can place a 6 safely here. Because I have 2 free kingdom ones left. So those 2 are there. So I need to use 2 X's. So actually, you know what? I need to only do... I want to get this 8. I want to complete every kingdom. I'm trying to go for every kingdom now. So I'm going to only put 1 6 here right now. And I'm going to use my free one right here and right here, using one of the X's. And next round, I'm hoping that I'll get a 1 here, and I can use the last one as the last X, getting me a bunch of points. So that's what I'm hoping for. If not, I'm going to be really sad. Hey, last game, it worked out really well for me. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pans out.
Let's see if it pays off.
All right. So, last but not least, here we go. Yay, 1s! All right, and there are no 6s here, so...
Boo.
So I'm definitely going to use my X here and put in 2 things here. So I'm going to get a 1 here, a 1 here. I complete both of those.
3.
Excellent. Mwah. Look at that. Just like they wrote it up in the books.
1. Interesting. This will be exciting to see how it pans out.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
for sure. Look at this. Look at this kingdom. Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful kingdom. Oops, my bad. I hope that someone figured that. What number was this? I get too excited and I move things around. I think it was a 4. My bad. This is what you get for streaming Twitch. Oh, was it 2? How is that a 2? Oh no.
Fix it.
It was a 3? Wait. Catherine, you're killing me here. Okay, we're good.
It was 23.
There we go. It's a 2 or a 3. Do whatever you want to, or if you're on YouTube, rewind and make me not look like an idiot.
That's going to be a lot of work.
Oh, Dan, you're killing me.
Love you. I love you.
Yeah. All right, so I finished that in the last round. So I did do the J, so the frog. So I got 2 6s, which is only 2 points, which is unfortunate. So I got 40 points for my ongoing total. Again, that's just adding up all of my values down here. So let's look at my personal desires. So for my unique number, I was looking for 1s. And if we look at my board here, I don't got many. I have exactly 1 1. So that means that I only get 1 point for my unique. That is unfortunate. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5s, and 1, 2, 3, 4 6s, which is great. So that actually means I get 5 points for my pairs, which is pretty good. So I got 6 points there. And then I did get all 5 different animals. I appeased all 5 animals, so I get 15 extra points. And I got all 5 kingdoms all completed, which is really exciting for me. I don't actually know what the total score for that is. That's 11...
32.
Oh, 32. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate
You're welcome.
you. 32 points there. So then we add up all the points together and see what we got. Wow, that was another really good game for me. Not quite the same as my last one, but...
I got 97.
Oh, dang!
Yeah.
So 93 for me, 97 for Dan. Oh, and Catherine used the other personal agenda, so she got 85. Jaybird got 86.
So I'll say I did a little different than you. So we were very similar in the council offerings. In the 4th one, I was at 37 for ongoing. You were at 38, but in the last round, I got 3 6s.
Oh, nice.
Instead of 2. And then I added a 1 in there, so I got 2 1s for the personal agenda.
Oh.
And then I completed all the kingdoms by other X's as well. So the round 4 where you did the 2 5s, I did all X's to fill up the kingdoms there.
Dang.
And then the extra 6s also got me more pairs. So I got a 7 for the pairs instead of 5.
Ah.
So yeah, so that worked out pretty well. Just so people know what I was doing and how I was doing it.
That's great. So the rules will be posted pretty soon, and in there, there's a bunch of scores that you can go on, basically ranking yourself for the solo game. So this is perfectly soloable, just like it did. John, thanks so much for following me. I really appreciate it. I saw the little follow penguin. I really love it. If you follow me, you get a penguin in the box here. It's really cool. I love Twitch.
Cute.
There's a lot of really fun things you can do with Twitch. I have the chat here. I have a subscriber goal right there. I have my name all over the place. It's great. So it's been really fun and for me to get this creative outlet going. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe the video, because if I don't say that, sometimes the YouTube analytics are weird. I know it's weird. Such is life. YouTube streaming, yay! But thank you very much for watching. Please hang out. I'm here on Twitch at Zangzabar on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 until around 9. If I go later, it's just what it is. And thank you very much for watching. Looking forward to seeing you in the future.